Konflik antar tetangga kerap muncul dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. Ada banyak jenis konflik dengan beragam dampak, mulai dari tidak lagi bertegur sapa sampai tindakan berbahaya yang berujung saling gugat di pengadilan.
Each student must have participated in community service, right? Yeah. In Indonesia, we say KKN, Kuliah Kerja Nyata Program, where students engage in real-world community service. Recently, I completed my KKN program, which required me to immerse myself in diverse community. During this time, I accidentally witnessed a conflict among the locals. I became curious. What was happening? Why did the conflict occur? What exactly is a conflict? From there, I began searching for answers to my questions. I discovered that, according to Leonard Greenhoff, has quote by adult impact in his book Managing People. Conflict is not always visible through actions. Often, it originates from the thought of the individuals involved, manifesting as feelings of sadness, frustration, or anger. When discussing about conflict, the ultimate goal of the parties involved is undoubtedly peace, because conflict and peace are two fundamental aspects of human social life. Truth they seem oppositional, but in reality, these two concepts complement each other and are inseparable from the dynamics of human society. However, the question we should reflect on is, are we ready to embrace peace when conflict arises? Or does peace itself create the potential for new conflict? Therefore, to prevent new conflict from emerging after resolving previous ones, a deep understanding of conflict is crucial to creating an effective peace strategy. Without a clear understanding of the core of the conflict, an attempt at peace may be only a temporary solution, potentially leading to new problems in the future. From anthropological perspective, as Christianto and Adraini said, conflict is inherently part of human social life, especially in diverse societies like Indonesia. So I believe we must agree that conflict can't be completely avoided. Indonesian National Statistics Agency released data on conflict that occurred throughout 2023. It turns out that the first conflict ranked the highest, with a total of 484,128 cases. Gender-based violence also occurred frequently, with 289,111 cases, followed by labor conflicts with 10,267 cases. Child abuse was also reported, with 3,547 cases, followed by religious conflict at 329 cases, and land dispute at 241 cases. This data shows that divorce is the most common form of conflict, reflecting the complex social dynamics in Indonesia. So who's to blame for these issues? Is the mother, who can only resign herself to what has happened, or the father, who never feels guilty and refuses to be blamed? When we open our eyes widely, the diverse conflict actually brings various consequences. The disconnection of family relationship, changes in family dynamics that create emotional distance between family members. That's what I feel. Many parents don't understand that a situation like this has the potential to worsen the prospects of the child's future if the child's rights, especially those related to allowance fulfillment, are not fulfilled. Since this court ruling, it has been 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. I witnessed a mother who was forced to become the head of the family and had to work hard to support me by herself. If taken deeper, it turns out that divorce also affects the achievement of SDGs point 1 regarding effort to alleviate poverty. Please pay close attention. SDGs itself is actually a sustainable development program that is predicted to improve the welfare of humans and the earth, which has 17 goals with 169 targets. SDGs has actually present to replace the previous program, namely MDGs or Millennium Development Goals, as a common development goal by 2030 agreed upon by member states of the United Nations. With the topic of divorce earlier, does divorce only threaten poverty alleviation effort contained in point 1 of the SDGs? Of course not. Point 16 of the SDGs, regarding the goal of the strengthening inclusive and peaceful societies, realizing the role of justice by providing access to justice for all, and building resilient institutions, including reducing violence, equal access to the legal system, and fighting corruption, is also threatened by this diverse conflict. If you feel it, the impact of divorce is very broad and complex for future sustainability. More specifically, point 16 of the SDGs has also been set as a national target to strengthen social development effort through various strategies. For example, controlling violence against children, fighting domestic violence, and increasing security, which can be seen from the low number of conflicts and crimes. We realize divorce can also interfere with other instruments related to children's rights, as regulated in the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child or UNCRC, which Indonesia has ratified through Presidential Decree number 36 of 1990. Not only does it stop at children's rights, divorce also has a significant impact on the rights of women who have been protected through the Convention on the Elimination of all forms of discrimination against women or CEDAW, which Indonesia ratified through Law number 7 of 1984. CEDAW does not technically regulate divorce. However, Article 16 of the CEDAW Convention requires countries to eliminate discrimination against women in all aspects of marriage and family life, based on the principle of equality between men and women. Now, this is a problem in Indonesia because there are still many people who dare to practice culture, so they think that men must be superior to women. Children's rights can't be fulfilled, and women's rights are blindly ignored, allowing violence to become more rampant.
Every day, we are faced with many problems in our lives. Both conflicts that go back and forth on social media and directly in front of our eyes. Sometimes, because of the many conflicts that I encounter, makes me fixate and spend time listening to conflicts that seem interesting. Thus many golden opportunities come and are missed. This made me continue to be in the pit of feeling left behind. Then I thought, just looking at the many conflicts can affect me. So what about those who are in conflict? How long are they downcast, thinking about the complexity of the problem? How much money do they end up spending for a settlement? Especially if the conflict make us face the court screen table. In 2023, this is evidenced by the 27,512 caseload of the Indonesian Supreme Court. A lot. Quite a lot. How much time, focus, money, energy, and even opportunities are lost because we are confined to the conflicts we face. Not to mention colleges and friends who regularly retreat, slowly leaving us when we are conflicted. Gloomy. Indonesia, with its many burdens, is this the reason we are settled in the title of a developing country that cannot go towards a developed country? The amount of news about country problems, the ad on the screen, printed clearly in the print media, and appeared in our gadget notifications. Will we never become a prosperous country? As Wangademate said, there is no peace without sustainability, and no sustainability without peace. Will we just stay in the same old conflicts? Just a different case. It turns out that Supreme Court has not turned a blind eye, and conflict resolution has begun to be initiated to be more effective, resolving conflicts from their roots, bringing case from elements of the community in conflict, and can be combined with the values that live in our soul. Paralegal Justice Award, a program presented by the Supreme Court as one of the peaceful efforts that can be chosen by the parties to the conflict. So far, it seems that Supreme Court is only struggling with existing states without efforts to find solutions to reduce cases. So they are not considered eating blind salaries. The Supreme Court examined how far a village head or lurah plays a role when their community faces conflict. Of course, these efforts shall be appreciated. Lurah and village heads who are given the title of non-litigation peacemaker are equipped with mediation procedures in accordance with existing mediation principles. This is important because basically mediation is present as a bridge to open dialogue, providing opportunities for various parties to find an agreement. Mediation maybe it seems like it's just a simple thing. However, its achievements have been recognized internationally through the United Nations Convention on the Settlement of Business Disputes through Mediations. The United Nations Convention on International Settlement Agreements resulting from mediations encourage the use of mediation as an effective alternative method. Therefore, Indonesia should be ratify the convention to strengthen its legal system and attract more investors. Every agreement which can accelerate the path to prosperity. When a region can manage to resolve conflicts effectively, it is not impossible that many investors will look at the local potential of the region to be developed, and a strong business network will become a reality. As for conflicts that are directly handled, it will reduce quite a lot of time, energy, and cost in handling conflicts. And we can focus more on developing the potential of the country. Imagine how prosperous we will be. So, will we still stand by without taking action amidst that many things we can achieve when we prioritize peace?
The non-litigation peacemaker are like bridges that connect two riverbanks separated by conflict. They not only diffuse tension, but also explore the root of the problem to find an amicable solution. As effective arbiters of conflict, their success in formulating comprehensive resolution mechanisms certainly supports the achievement of peace in line with point 16 of SDGs, which aim to strengthen inclusive and peaceful societies, uphold justice through equal access to the law for all, and build a strong institution. In addition, the role of the non-litigation peacemaker as peacemaker in a case actually creates a friendly atmosphere for investment, namely by reducing the cost of dispute resolution. They can reduce the wave of conflict and minimize the risk of failure to execute the decision so that the business climate becomes cleaner and more profitable. Meanwhile, local institutions serve as a cultural compass, providing a valuable time states with us in resolving disputes. The local wisdom from a solid foundation from the mediation process and the creative social harmony that not only erases tension, but also builds strong community bonds. One of the philosophies that guides mediation is Hanuman Karyana Yasin Sasom. The principle is the philosophy included polite behavior, generosity, and consistency between words and action, all aimed at creating social harmony and well-being relevant to modern society. With the synergy between the role of non-litigation peacemaker and local institution in a conflict resolution, it is like the wings that support the bird of peace to fly high. With the synergy of the two, not only does it is irresistible turmoil, but also build a bridge of harmony that connects the heart and mind of the community. In this collaboration, every step toward peace becomes solider, leading to fertile ground where conflict is avoided and justice progresses.
It occurs to me that if we continue to be cycle in developing countries, it must be better. Until when? Sustainable development for human welfare is not immediately realized. SDGs, especially point 16, set as a national target. And it's relevant to optimizing the rule of Lura and realizing peace among conflicts that occur. We have contributed quite revolutionary regarding the strategies that we can do to optimize and anti in creating the spirit of peace. First, there should be integration between institutions, such as the Ministry of Law and Human Rights and the Supreme Court in organizing mediation training. The training is aimed at village head or lura, to increase their capacity to apply the principle of mediation effectively. Cooperation should also be forgot by NLP with the Legal Aid Institute to provide counseling to RT and RW heads. So, its conflict can be blended into peace. Second, establish a mediation center at the village level as a strategic step in strengthening conflict resolution. At the very least, the mediation center should be designed using strong roots and solid pillars, taking into account the aspect of neutrality, confidence, and local institutions to create an atmosphere of peace in community. Third, the application of technology through a website-based application. We designed this application to provide various services, including user registration, complaints, virtual consultation, modules that can be used as medicine guides, and various other features that can be used as a tool to embrace conflicts that occur. 4. The conflict awareness campaign initiative we will need to be intensive in every vote and sitcom to increase public understanding of the importance of conflict resolution through mediation. Not only oriented to ideas that are on the whole empty alone. The campaign is also routinely carried out by the Family Third team by utilizing various communication channels such as social media and calls to action to interact more closely with a wide audience. With this strategy, achievement of SDGs target point 16 through hopeful prayer will be achieved before 2030. In addition, the integration of local institutions in realizing peace allows for more effective conflict resolution in accordance with the local values of the archipelago.